This image is a photograph taken from the audience of a Todd Rose presentation about his book called The End of Average. And a few years ago, this book was all the rage in education. And I encountered people presenting about it at Valhalla High School during our staff development, I don't know, 3 or 4 years ago. And the district had a couple presenters that did the same thing. I went to state and national conferences and saw people presenting the same material. At the end of each presentation, I walked up to the presenter and asked a question. Have you read the book? Because the book is awesome. I've read it a few times, and I was blown away when I first read it before seeing these presenters because I wanted to talk to them about it. At every venue, at Valhalla, at the district, at the state and national level, the presenters said, "No, but I thought the information was really interesting." Yes, the information. Why wouldn't you read the book? Anyway, the point here is that this slide and many more like it and many other stories like it represent the data which proves, incontrovertibly, that no one's average. This gray band down the center represents a 15% deviation from dead-on mathematical average right down the center. That the science, and this science dates back over 150 years, and it has been used in everything from medical diagnostics to standardized tests to car loans to employment. It's used everywhere. And the conclusion in this book, and it's not a what if, it is one of the experts in the field discovered a flaw. And then when they went searching for evidence that that flaw actually skewed the data, here it is. These two individuals, IQ 103, they're average. These two girls, they're just average. They have average IQs. Their destinies, who know? They're going to be average. Well, IQ tests, this one in particular, measures these different intelligence domains. The 103 is an average of how they scored in these different domains. Now you see the girl in the blue scored closer to the center, but she was exceptionally high in one and moderately low in another. But her average score was 103. Now the one in orange, extremely low in similarities, but look at symbol searching. This is off the charts. So this average individual potentially, this is just a test, it doesn't measure things conclusively, but potentially has mutant abilities in this field, in this intelligence domain. What are we missing? And how could she use her abilities in recognizing similarities to bolster whatever it is she's working towards? We don't value the individual strengths of people. This is one of the reasons, and I hated grades long before reading this book. This is one of the reasons I absolutely hate a letter grade, because I don't think you can be measured in a single letter. So I have tried to make my scoring system as neutral as possible, away from what's called objective measurements, down to simply try your best, man. Don't give up. Learn from your mistakes and play by the rules. That's it. Come on. You do that for 180 days, you will learn. You will succeed. You will do things you never imagined. Very few people can live up to that. So I give you some latitude. I don't ask for perfection. I ask you to try most of the time, to not give up most of the time. We're all going to make mistakes. But the point here is don't let anybody tell you you're average, because that is flat out BS. There's no such thing. It's not an opinion. It's a fact. And I could tell you a dozen other stories. You could go get the book. I linked to it right there. If you're interested, if you're a reader, there it is. You can investigate it. Todd Rose's presentation isn't all that interesting. He's a better writer than a presenter. But the data is fabulous. So I want to know about you. Not what people have told you you are, but about what you want, what you think about, and the rest. I'm going to get to the prompt in the next video. This is a living post, and I'll explain more about what that means in this next video.